What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Fantasy Time. I am your host, Jacob Carter, the Fantasy Guy, and today we're just going to lump it all together. Today, Brandon and I are bringing you our long-awaited Super Bowl edition of, and we hope you enjoy, Meat on the 50. Alrighty, and here we are. We are here. Brandon, we finally made it. How you doing? How's everything going? Are you excited? Are you fired up? Are you pumped up and ready to go?
Wish it was Sunday right now. I'm ready to go, man. I've been waiting. I hate that you have to wait 2 weeks just to watch the game, but builds up a little bit more suspense, I guess. So I'm ready to see these two teams go at it. I'm ready to cap off our first season.
I am right there with you. I'm ready to cap off our first season. This is our last in-season Meat on the 50 edition, right? And then we got our post-Super Bowl reactions, post-Super Bowl thoughts, and all that good stuff coming at you next week. But this is it, right? It all comes down to one game and one game only for the prized possession of the Lombardi Trophy. And in the NFC, right, we have the Los Angeles Rams going through the Arizona Cardinals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the San Francisco 49ers to be the second consecutive team to play at home. In the AFC, you have the Cincinnati Bengals going through the Las Vegas Raiders, the Tennessee Titans, and the Kansas City Chiefs to reach the Super Bowl for the AFC. So let's get into it. We've already gone over the records. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. We got in Super Bowl 56 at SoFi Stadium. We have the Los Angeles Rams. I mean, they're not even traveling, right? They are traveling to their own stadium of SoFi. Right? They're traveling to SoFi to take on the AFC champion, Cincinnati Bengals. Now, before I get your thoughts, if at the beginning of the season, if you would have said that the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams are going to be in the Super Bowl, what would be just your initial thoughts?
Joey Burrow is going to be one hell of a quarterback. That's what I would have thought. Because it takes, in order for that team that I saw last year to turn that around, you would have to have good quarterbacking. And I wouldn't have been surprised about the Rams. I would have just said typical. They have all kinds of superstars on their team. And I would have just thought, okay, I guess it's all come full circle now. And I would have been disappointed that obviously 49ers not being there, but excited for the Bengals. They have an opportunity at, hoisting the Lombardi for the first time in franchise history. So
yep.
I would have thought that, that you were on something if you told me that. So I would have thought, I don't know what's going on in that head of yours, but hey, it happened. So what about you?
I think we both thought the same. I think that Joey B and what he's done with the Cincinnati Bengals has blown both of our minds, because we both were like, okay, maybe this year we may struggle, but next year, once we fortify the offensive line, everything like that, they may be a scary team. He was just like, no. I'm just going to do this myself, and then we'll worry about the team next season. I'm right there with you. Yeah. The Los Angeles Rams, right? Once they got Von Miller, once they got OBJ, obviously, but beginning of the season, once they got Matt Stafford, I was right there with you. I was thinking, I thought Tom was going to do it, but again, I wouldn't have been surprised if happy Matt Stafford finally made it to a Super Bowl, win or lose, right? At least he finally made it to one after basically spending his entire career in Detroit, right? And basically having Megatron, but never amounting to any success. So yeah, I would have definitely thought you were on something. It would have been very shocking to me that the Bengals would have been in the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season. But like Joey said, then the season happened, then they got into the playoffs, and it wasn't so crazy. It wasn't so crazy with that team. So I'm excited. I'm pumped up. Let's get it. Let's get your thoughts on halftime. No, I'm just kidding. Let's get your thoughts on the game. Los Angeles Rams staying at home, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Super Bowl 56. What do you got for me?
Yeah, this has been quite a journey for both teams. The Rams kind of had some ups and downs. The Bengals kind of had some ups and downs. They both came out and had a perfect postseason, I would say, as far as, both teams 3-0. Both teams had to go on the road at some point. Essentially both teams had 2 road games, because the Rams, I would consider that essentially almost a road game when you're playing against the 49ers with those fans. So, it's good for Matt Stafford. It's crazy to think that if the 49ers were in contention for him in the offseason. There were reports about that. The question I have is, if the 49ers would have had Matt Stafford, would they be the team with Matt Stafford in the Super Bowl? Because
maybe,
who knows? We don't know that. A lot of things, the NFL, part of it is luck. Sometimes coin toss, sometimes a bounce of a football, sometimes the miss of a field goal. So I don't know if, we would be in this place, but it kind of makes you wonder. But it's definitely kind of cool. I don't like the Rams at all. I don't want them to win. But the only thing that I would look at would be cool if they did was Matthew Stafford, being that piece, coming in after they lost the Super Bowl a few years back, and coming in and being that piece to actually take them over the top. I think so. When I'm looking at this game, I'm looking at the defensive line for the Rams. And then I'm looking at the wide receiving core for the Bengals. I think those are the 2 biggest strengths. Obviously, I think that Joey Burrow is a better quarterback than Matt Stafford, but I'm not sure he's going to be as efficient. I think that they might be neck and neck because Matt Stafford's going to have a little bit better protection, I think, than Joey Burrow. So it could go either way with the quarterbacking. I think the X factors in this game are the wide receivers for the Bengals and the defensive line for the Rams. And I think that the defensive line is going to give Joey Burrow some trouble in the first half. But I do expect the Bengals to make some adjustments in the second half. And I expect them to, in the first half, try to focus on running the ball. And then in the second half, when they make those adjustments, to pass the ball. I expect Jamar Chase to win that matchup against Jalen Ramsey. I just think Jamar Chase is a generational talent. He is a budding superstar. I really like what I've seen from Jamar Chase, and I've yet to really see anybody shut him down. You can only hope to contain him. I think Mixon gets going. I think T. Higgins plays a bigger role than people actually are going to even think. But I think at the end of the day, I think that the Bengals offense is just good enough to get past that Rams defense, because when I looked at the NFC Championship game, I saw if the 49ers would have had Joe Burrow, we would have destroyed them. And I think Jamar Chase is comparable to Deebo Samuel as far as what he can do on the field. Now, they're both different. You got Deebo Samuel as a wide back, and you got Jamar Chase as he can do anything, right? He's not running the ball like that, but he's a great route runner. He's good with screens. He's faster, I think, than Deebo. So my thing is Chase, and then you got Joe Mixon, who I think is better than Elijah Mitchell. And then you have, wide receiver T. Higgins, and you have Tyler Boyd. And Usama, if he plays, is he going to play?
Yeah, he's going to play.
So then you got a pretty decent tight end. And so I just think that's going to be too much for the Rams. I think that it's going to be too much for the Rams. I think the game starts off a little bit in the Rams' favor. I think that the Bengals get down a little bit, but they're able to kind of swing back and kind of do what they did in the Chiefs game.
Yeah.
I think that going into the fourth quarter, the Rams are up by 6 points. I think they're up 27-21. Whether that's a missed extra point or that's 2 field goals, I'm not sure. I just see the score in my head, 27-21, and I see Joey Burrow and Jamar Chase and T. Higgins and that offense coming alive and scoring 14 unanswered points to win the game 35-27. I got the Bengals in this one. I don't see them losing. I'm riding with Joe Burrow. I think after he lost his state championship game in high school, he said it was the worst feeling ever that he had ever felt in his life. And I felt that through the screen. I think that people don't forget those moments and they don't want to feel them again.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with the guy who hasn't lost in the postseason. I'm gonna go with the guy who went to the college football playoffs and beat Trevor Lawrence in the championship game with the same exact receiver that torched that team. I do think that tandem is going to be a little bit too much for Los Angeles. I don't know about you. They were there before. And, I mean, it's essentially the same team on defense. If you can't stop Julian Edelman, I don't know how you're going to stop Jamar Chase. That's all I have. I got Bengals 35-27.
I like it. Yeah, you know, I definitely see a lot of your points there. I mean, it is the same defense. The question is, how are they going to stop that three-headed monster up front, right? How are they going to contain Aaron Donald, Von Miller, and company? You made a lot of great points, right? That's what it comes down to. The X factors, like you said, are the D-line and the wide receiving core for the Bengals. What I did, and I'm going to put it up on the screen, is I basically wrote down all the positions and I just wanted to see how they matched up logically, right? You see the pictures of them being like, oh, the Rams are going to eat and everything like that. I did it logically. So let's put it up on the screen. So we got quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight end, O-line, D-line, linebackers, cornerbacks and safeties, and kickers. And I want to get to your opinions here. Quarterbacks, we're going to go advantage Bengals, right?
Yep.
Running back, advantage Bengals.
Correct.
Wide receiving core. Curious on your take here.
Advantage Bengals because Cooper Kupp's excellent, but Jamar Chase is comparable. I don't think anybody on their I mean, I'm taking T. Higgins over OBJ. He's inconsistent. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I'm taking OBJ, but I think T. Higgins has been more consistent than OBJ this year. That's not his fault necessarily, but I'm still at this point in time, T. Higgins made an amazing catch in overtime in the fourth quarter, clutch catches. I just haven't really seen that from OBJ yet.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. Okay, so that's kind of along the same line.
It's a toss-up. I mean, you can say it's even.
Yeah, that's the kind of same line of thinking I went, but I went further. I went a step further. I did this. I went, okay, you're right? OBJ and T. Higgins cancel each other out. Cooper Kupp and Jamar Chase cancel each other out. After that, who do they have? Would you rather have Van Jefferson and
Tyler Boyd? I'm taking Tyler Boyd. I'm taking Tyler Boyd.
Exactly. So I went Bengals there, right? Tight end. In the overall season, Tyler Higbee had better stats. Now, it seems that Tyler Higbee might not play. Advantage, Bengals.
Correct.
O-line, we'll give it to the Rams. D-line, we'll give it to the Rams. Linebackers, with the way that Zach Wilson and Jermaine Pratt are playing, I'm tending more to lean more towards the Bengals here. What do you think?
I'm taking the Bengals linebackers here. Yeah.
They're playing a lot better football than I believe the Rams linebackers are. Cornerbacks and safeties, I'm taking the Bengals, right?
Corners, I'm taking the Rams. Safeties, I'm taking the Bengals.
Okay, well, think about this, right? Besides Aaron Donald in that front line, behind him, you only have Jalen Ramsey. What safety? Eric Weddle?
Eric Weddle's been playing well.
Eric Weddle, who can't wait to go back onto his couch and do nothing for the rest of his life. I mean, we'll see what happens in the Super Bowl. But okay, we'll go cornerbacks, Rams, safeties, Bengals, right? Kickers. Yeah. I mean, who else would?
Come on.
Who else would you want right now?
You got the best kicker in the league.
Who else?
You got the best kicker in the league.
I mean, Shooter McPherson, baby. Evan Shooter McPherson. I mean, that's what you want, right? So
it's crazy to think you guys have the best kicker in the league, and he's a rookie.
He's a rookie. 6th round draft pick. Rookie.
And kickers play for like 20 seasons, so you guys are good.
I hope this is just not some first-year magic. I hope this kid is ice cold for his entire career. Because I'm right there with you, right? Kickers have the longest careers, right? Stay with us until you're an old brittle man, right? Stay with us until you're Robbie Gould, all right? Kicking field goals while people are trying to warm up and stuff, not giving a gosh darn nothing about what people are doing on the field. That's what I want to see from Evan McPherson. But right, kickers. So look at this list. Look at this list that we just laid out. I mean, the favors in the Bengals, right? Besides that defensive line, which, okay, we've seen a defensive line wreck a Super Bowl. We've seen it happen. It's happened in the past. It could very well happen on Sunday. However, I think that, like you said, this offense is a very, very different offense than what people are used to, because it's somewhat of a traditional, flexible chameleon offense where they can adapt, right? You can throw Jamar Chase in the backfield and have him do his jet sweeps or the little pitches to the front, have him be the running back while Joe Mixon is the lead back, right? You can have T. Higgins line up in the slot and do a quick slant, who's this ginormous man with long arms, right? He's basically AJ Green, right? He's just basically reaching up, grabbing the football out of the air. So the offense is super dynamic. And then you have Tyler Boyd, who, kudos for Joe Mixon and Tyler Boyd. I did not hear them complain once. I never heard any bad press from Joe Mixon and Tyler Boyd throughout their entire career with the Bengals so far. So kudos to them. Good for them. Same with CJ Uzomah, right? All these guys just put their heads down and work. Right? You have all these people mouthing off, right? William Jackson at the beginning of the season saying that the Cincinnati Bengals fans suck and that the team sucks and all this stuff. Good riddance. You went to the Washington Commanders. Good for you. Good for you, William Jackson. Way to go, bud. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these people. It's ridiculous.
Washington Commanders, man.
Yeah. This man signed with the Washington Commanders. Kudos to you, William Jackson.
It's just, I can't get over that. I'm just never going to get over that.
We're never going to get over that.
It sounds like a Canadian football team or like XFL. It does. It doesn't sound authentic. It doesn't sound NFL authentic. It just doesn't.
Yeah, the Canadian football team, I think you have something there. Maybe even like their arena football team, right?
There you go. There you go. Kurt Warner, right?
Yeah.
With the Iowa Barnstormers. Yeah.
I don't know. Off track real fast. I don't know if I can call the Houston Dumpster Fire Texans that anymore after they hired Lovie Smith. That beard, oh my goodness, that beard is a gift from the heavens. Lovie, you better not shave that thing, because that thing is going to win you games. Not your team. That beard alone is going to win you some games.
The beard is, yeah.
Yeah, the beard is going to win some games, right? But the Washington Commanders, I hope you are terrible, so then you can be the Washington Dumpster Fire Commanders. Because that is what it seems. Hey, you know what? Actually, also, side note, kudos to Roger Goodell for saying, how can you investigate yourself? You can't, Dan Schneider, you freaking bum of an owner. Holy moly. I mean, what? You know what? I am officially lifting the name of Houston Dumpster Fire Texans. We now have the Washington Dumpster Fire Commanders. It is now official, folks. Houston Texans, you have regained your name.
And who did they add from the Bengals?
Huh?
Who did they add from the Bengals, though?
Who?
The Washington Dumpster Fire Commanders.
Oh, yeah.
Who did they add from the Bengals?
Oh my God, William Jackson, bro. Enjoy it, bro.
William Jackson and the
Washington Dumpster Fire Commanders.
You got to put William Jackson in the front.
Yeah, I
mean, this
William
guy
Jackson,
is literally so pissed right now.
He should be. I can't wait.
So pissed.
I can't wait for next year now. Houston Texans, congratulations for earning your team name back. Washington.
William Jackson. This guy's a piece of work, bro.
You played yourself. You absolutely played yourself.
He did.
Washington Commanders trying to investigate themselves. Get out of here. All right, back to what we were talking to. That offense of the Cincinnati Bengals, an enigma, a chameleon. And I am right there with you. There is not a chance I am not rolling with my team here. Rolling with them all season long. Biggest game of the year. And I don't think there is anybody more built for this moment than Joe Burrow. Everybody's so quick to compare him to Brady. Oh, he's the next Brady. If he wins the Super Bowl, next Brady. How about this, okay? I understand. Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback ever, and everybody's gonna miss him, and everybody's gonna miss, as much as we all hated seeing it, everybody's gonna miss watching an ultimate winner go out and compete every single Sunday and every single season, because that's what Tom was. He was just the ultimate winner. Regardless if you loved him, you hate him, liked him, disliked him, whatever your opinion was, the man is a bona fide winner. And at the end of the day, that's what people like to see. They like to watch winners, right? So I get it. People are so cool. They're like, oh, right? Pat Mahomes is going to be the next Tom Brady, right? And then you had Josh Allen could be the next Tom Brady. Now Joe Burrow can be the next Tom Brady. How about this? And I thought about this today. I don't think any of these quarterbacks resemble any of these veteran quarterbacks to me. I think Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. I haven't seen a quarterback like Patrick Mahomes ever, right? He may share some small traits, but nothing that he's like exactly like this. Joe Burrow may just be Joe Burrow, right? He doesn't have to be Tom Brady. He could be Troy Aikman, right? Win 3 Super Bowls. That's fine with me. I don't need him to win 7 Super Bowls. I don't need any quarterback to win 7 Super Bowls. I've seen it.
No team has won 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No team has even won 7. No. Only a player has 7.
You're exactly right? And we've seen it. I've seen it. I was fortunate enough to live my life and see a man win 7 Super Bowls. I've seen it. I don't need Joey to win 7 Super Bowls. Just win this one and we can focus on the next one, right? I just want him to get 1, right? When we can focus on 2, then we can focus on 3. That's the number I'm predicting.
One at a time.
Exactly, right? One step at a time. Let's win this one first. Let's rebuild, or not even rebuild. Let's just add pieces in the offseason and retool and keep it going. Exactly right. Bengals, come out and just like we've been doing it all season long, right? I know we talked about it last week. We can't have a slow start. Can't do it. If there's one team that I trust that can have a slow start and somehow claw their way back into the game, it is this freaking team. So I think it is a slow, semi-slow start for the Bengals. I think it's a close game. I think they keep it. As long as the Bengals can keep the score within 14, they are lethal. They can come back, okay? That's where it is. 14 points for me, I'm comfortable. So as long as we can keep it in 14 by halftime, if we're not already up by 14, that would be beautiful. Then I am good because I know our team is a second half team, and that is exactly what is going to happen. The Cincinnati Bengals do the impossible, shock the world, and win Super Bowl 56, 28-24, in an absolute barn burner of a Super Bowl, one of the most viewed Super Bowls I think we will see in recent memory. I know it's not selling out because tickets are $10,000, but this is going to be a fantastic Super Bowl, and I hope you all are ready. Brandon and I are ready. The picks are in. We're rocking with the Bengals this season. Can't believe it. Cannot believe the Cincinnati Bengals are in the Super Bowl. But here we go. It's Friday. We got 2 days away, because that is going to do it for our Super Bowl edition of Meat on the 50, right? We're here. Brandon, we have made it. Any
And the
last
wait,
words?
yeah, the wait has been about as
Any
long
last
as
words?
those
Yep.
sleeves.
Yep.
The
Go
wait
ahead.
has been about it. The wait has been about as long as those sleeves. Show, ladies and
Good.
gentlemen, here the sleeves.
Good.
Turn
Why-
around.
Mitchell
Turn
and
around.
Ness, Who
You gotta
needs,
turn around.
who needs sleeves
Turn
this
around.
long?
You gotta turn around. Come on.
Who needs sleeves this
Turn around.
long?
I don't understand.
Who needs sleeves this long?
I don't
It's like
understand
bingo
that.
wins.
You
I
could
feel
make
like-
stop. Yeah, you could fly. You
Yeah.
could fly.
Yeah. It's like
Fly
when
all the way to Inglewood.
it's like when the ants at bingo, she's like bingo, and her arms are flapping in the air.
I'm
right?
surprised you're not wearing the Joey B.
I can't. It's right here. Don't worry. It's safe and sound. It goes every single Sunday. It goes where it goes, up on my wall until he wins. Here it is, folks.
Well, if they do win, you're gonna have to buy the Super Bowl one.
Oh yeah.
The
I was
one with
looking
the
for it.
suit. If they do win, I already feel like you're gonna get a plethora of jerseys. You're gonna get the Chase one, the Mixon. You'll get all the Super Bowl ones.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, they got to win the game first.
That's what I'm saying. I've always said if the Niners win the Super Bowl, I am down to invest at least $1,000 into their jerseys.
You're balling out.
I will get the Debo one. I'll get the Kittle one. If they somehow, I'll get the Bosa one. I'll get them and I'll frame all those suckers. I'll put them. I'm just saying they got to win the
I like
Super Bowl.
it.
When you win a Super
like
Bowl,
it.
I've invested enough money, thousands of dollars
True.
in tickets throughout my
True.
life, thousands of dollars into jerseys throughout my life. Now it's kind of like I'm at a holding pattern. I've done all I can for you. You need to deliver me one thing. Because that's all this at the end of the day, I was 4 years old when the 49ers went to the Super Bowl last. I don't remember it. I don't have any recollection. So in my opinion, I've never seen the Niners have won it in my life. I've never seen it though. So this is my thing. Both of us have not seen our teams win a Super Bowl. If you told me at the start of the season one of our teams would have a chance at winning the Super Bowl and they made it to the Super Bowl, I would be ecstatic. So let's be real here. All we want is one. We're not worried about
Just
2,
one.
3. I don't care. If I see one in my life, I am satisfied for the rest of my life.
Yep. Just one. That's all I'm asking for. Just give me one. As a person who has, for some reason, chosen teams that just countlessly get there and just can't get the job done, I can tell you that this, like you said, right? I've done all I can as a fan, right? I've done all I can. Just do me one favor. Just win this game, right? Win the game, and we'll talk about everything else later, right? If at any point you like what you saw during this video or any of our videos, right? Please smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and just tap on that bell notification. That way, anytime new episodes drop, and they drop every Wednesday and Friday, you're right there, right? You're right there consuming the content because, my man, right there, we are always dropping the knowledge, right? Where it's right at your feet. It's right at your feet. You just got to look down, pick it up, shove it in the head of yours, shake it around, and boom. Better fantasy player and Brandon and I will make you a more knowledgeable football human being. You know what? I'll say it. We guarantee it. We at this point
Guaranteed victory.
Guaranteed.
Double guaranteed victory.
Ooh, he's going. He's calling already. Double guaranteed victory. I love it. I love it. It all comes down to this. Our first season doing this, we've had a blast. But don't be so sad because we got post Super Bowl, right? We got post Super Bowl, and you'll get all of our reactions no matter what happens, right? You may just
And we're not going anywhere. We're gonna be here next year and the year after that.
Exactly. But you may see a man ball on camera. You never know. It may happen. We'll see what happens, right? Whether they win or lose, happy tears, sad tears, we will all cry together, right? If you want more Fantasy Time, follow us on Twitter at Fantasy Time 2021. Follow us on Facebook at The Fantasy Guy 2021. Follow us on YouTube at Fantasy Time 2021. And then, boom, we got a website, fantasytimesports.info. Check it out. Everything that you could possibly want about this entire entity that we are is all on that website. Go check it out. Let us know what you think. Everything is there for you. We're pumped up. You ready?
I've been ready, man. I have been ready. The wait has been, like I said, as long as those sleeves. I am thrilled, man. I am so excited. You know, we're going to be talking throughout the week and during the Super Bowl. I mean, I'll hear your reaction before essentially anyone. So I'm excited because I do believe that your team's going to get it done, and I believe you're going to get your first Super Bowl. So
let's go. All that's left is for them to lace it up, suit it up, take the field, and get the job done, baby. Who Dey Nation, let's go, boys. That'll do it for this episode of Fantasy Time. That is one of my best friends and my confidants, my partner in this journey, Brandon Sullivan. I am Jacob Cutler, the Fantasy Guy. And until next Friday, until after the Super Bowl, Brandon and I are out. Who Dey Nation, baby. Go Bengals.